Allow tonight's gentle tale to carry you softly to sleep. Peony and William in the Village of Dreams. This story is about the human named Peony and an elf named William, who form a magical friendship in a village filled with dreams. In a faraway realm, where verdant hills kissed the sky and tranquil rivers whispered secrets to those who cared to listen, there lay a village cloaked in mist and magic. This village was aptly named the Village of Dreams, for within its hearths and homes, dreamers found solace, and wishes bore the fruit of reality. Hen, a gentle soul, she was a gardener by heart, her hands always stained with earth, and the fragrance of blossoms clinging to her skin. Her garden was a tapestry of colors, with roses blushing in crimson, daisies nodding in the sunlight, and lavenders swaying in the breeze like dancers in a meadow. One evening, as the golden sun dipped below the horizon, Peony mused in her garden, unaware of the curious eyes watching her from the cover-up shadows. William, a sprightly elf, with a crown of wildflowers woven into his chestnut hair, had wandered away from his forest home, drawn by the song of Peony's garden. As the moon ascended, silvering the village, William stepped into the light, revealing himself to Peony. Startled at first, Peony's heart soon warmed to the little elf's presence. William spoke in a voice as smooth as honey, telling tales of forests ancient and hidden glades untouched by time. He told her how her garden song had called to him from miles away, weaving tales of enchantment with each blossom it bore. Their friendship blossomed like Peony's garden, nurturing stories and laughter shared under starlit nights. William had never seen such abundant beauty managed by human hands, and Peony had never imagined being an elf beneath the cotton clouds of dreams. As days turned into weeks, they spent hours together, Peony sharing her gardening secrets, and William revealing the magic of nature hidden from human eyes. One day, William offered to show Peony the forest that was his home, a place where trees whispered secrets only the faintest breezes could hear, and fairies danced under the moonlight. Together, they embarked on this journey, a quaint path unfurling like a ribbon through the landscape. They found themselves amidst towering trees, whose leaves formed emerald canopies, speckled with sunlit diamonds. In awe, Peony saw the ethereal glimmer of pixie wings and heard the silvery laughter of sprites. Underneath this magical canopy, William gifted Peony with a seed from his world, promising that when planted in her garden, it would blossom into a flower that sang of love and friendship. Peony, touched by this gesture, held the seed close, knowing it would bind their worlds together forever. As the sun set on their enchanted walkway, the Village of Dreams now held within its embrace, not just a garden brimming with color, but a tale of friendship as timeless as the moonlit sky. In days that followed, the village knew Peony's garden not only as a place of beauty, but as a sanctuary where dreams whispered their secrets to those who would listen. William returned to his forest, knowing his songs would always linger in Peony's garden, while Peony cherished the warmth of a friendship that transcended worlds. Another story awaits to ease your night. Star and Euphorbia in the Village. This story is a heartwarming tale about a young girl named Star and her chipmunk friend Euphorbia, who discover a magical stone and use it to protect their village harmony. In the quiet village, nestled between towering mountains and lush, whispering forests, there was a young girl named Star. Star had raven black hair that cascaded down her back like a river of ink, her curious eyes the color of emeralds, always eager to explore. She lived in a cottage with her grandmother, who often filled her evenings with stories filled with wonder and mystery. In a heavy morning, Star set out on her favorite path through the forest, accompanied by her beloved companion, Euphorbia, the chipmunk. Euphorbia was a tiny creature, with a bushy tail and eyes beady and bright. full of mischief and love. Together, they ventured past the giggling brook, its waters sparkling under the sun, towards their secret hiding spot, a grove where the trees formed umbrella above and the ground was carpeted with wildflowers. Beneath the shade, Star and Euphorbia imagined magnificent worlds, their laughter ringing out like bells through the air. One such day, Star uncovered a peculiar stone buried under the wildflowers. It was smooth, remarkably like a bird's egg, glistening with an ethereal glow. Euphorbia perched on her shoulder, watching excitedly. Star gently picked up the stone. A warm sensation flowed into her fingers, a feeling of connection with something beyond her knowledge. Intrigued, Star took the stone back to her grandmother. Her grandmother, a wise woman with silver hair woven like spider silk, examined the stone under the candlelight. A wish stone, she mused, her voice laced with enchantment. Chivalidins say it grants one heartfelt wish to those pure of heart. Star's eyes widened with wonder. That night, while the village slumbered under a sky dusted with stars, Star held the stone in her small hands and whispered her deepest wish to always protect the beauty and harmony of her village. As days turned into weeks, Star noticed subtle changes in the village. The rains were gentler, the harvest bountiful, and the animals thrived in joyful abundance. Euphorbia seemed to understand as they danced under the moonlight, the forest echoing their jubilation. Little did Star know, her wish was not just a protector of the village but a guardian spirit that lived within her, ensuring the heart of the village beat with tranquility and joy. And so, Star and her friend, Euphorbia, continued to wander, always nurturing the harmony that surrounded them, and discovering new secrets hidden within the forests of their beloved village. Let's move gently to the next heartwarming tale. Kathleen and Gazania, a tale of family. This story is about Kathleen and Gazania, who discovered the true meaning of family through a magical tree. On a gentle hillside, where sunflowers turned their bright faces to the sun, lived a young girl named Kathleen. Kathleen was as vibrant and lively as the rolling fields that surrounded her small cottage. She had golden hair that tangled like vines in the spring, and eyes the color of the summer sky. Nearby, hidden in the shade of the old oak tree, was the cozy home of Gazania, the dwarf. Gazania, though small in stature, possessed a heart as vast as the ocean and wisdom as deep as the ancient forest. His white beard flowed like a stream over rocks, and his Kathleen and Gazania had known each other forever, or at least it seemed that way in their small, close-knit community. Kathleen often helped her mother in the garden, where rows of sweet peas and tomatoes grew in abundance, while Gazania tended to his mushrooms that sprouted in clusters beneath the trees. Together, they loved to explore the woods, discovering new paths and hidden groves, their laughter echoing like bells through the leaves. One evening, as the sky painted itself in hues of pink and orange, Kathleen sat by the window, watching the gentle sway of the sunflowers outside. She could see her family gathered at the table, and her heart was full. Suddenly, there was a gentle knock on the door. It was Gazania, carrying a tiny sapling in his hands. "Kathleen," he said, his voice as soothing as the stream, "I brought you something special." She took the sapling and noticed that it was no ordinary plant. Its leaves shimmered with a silvery sheen, and its roots glowed with a soft, warm light. "It's a family tree," Gazania explained with a twinkle in his eye. "Plant it in your garden, and its magic will weave the stories and love of your family through its branches." With care and excitement, Kathleen and Gazania planted the sapling together, their hands working in tandem. As they worked, Gazania shared enchanting tales of his own family, tales filled with laughter, challenges, and unyielding love. The little tree, nourished by their shared stories, began to sprout leaves that told tales of their own, shimmering under the soft light of the moon. As time went by, the family gathered often beneath the tree's sprawling branches, sharing stories passed down from one generation to the next, each tale etching itself into the bark, binding them all together. The tree became a symbol of their unity, a beacon of the love that grew among them, day by day. When the cold winds blew, it sheltered them, its roots anchored firmly in the bonds of their family. Seasons changed, but the tree remained as vibrant as ever, a testament to Kathleen and Gazania's shared dream. Together, they learned that family is not just those with whom you share blood, but those with whom you share your heart and dreams. Kathleen and Gazania's friendship flourished like the ever-growing branches of their beloved tree, rooted deeply in the love they nurtured together. And every evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Kathleen would look out at the shimmering leaves and remember the simple, profound truth Gazania had shared with her. Family is the home you build together in your heart. Heaviness drifts softly into the next comforting tale. Heather and Peony, the Tranquil Journey. This story is about Heather and Penny embarking on a magical journey discovering tranquility in nature. Once upon a time, in a serene village nestled between mist-covered hills and whispering forests, lived a young girl named Heather. Heather, with her auburn curls and big, curious eyes, was known for her unwavering kindness and gentle heart. She found solace in the rhythm of nature, and often wandered through the wildflower meadows that surrounded her village. One golden afternoon, as the sun sat casting warm glow over the fields of vibrant wood pines, Heather sat under an ancient oak tree. She felt the vast expanse of tranquility enveloping her soul as a butterfly fluttered by her shoulder. This butterfly was no ordinary creature. Its wings shimmered with all the colors of a twilight sky. Its name was Peony. Peony had traveled from faraway lands and seemed to have an innate understanding of Heather's longing for a deeper connection with the world around her. Heather spoke softly to Peony, confiding in the creature her dreams, hopes and the yearning for adventures beyond the horizon. The butterfly listened with its delicate antennae twitching sympathetically in the gentle breeze. Heather marveled at the iridescent beauty of Peony's wings each time they caught the fading sunlight, filling the air with hues of pinks, purples and blues. Suddenly, Peony circled around Heather's head and landed gently on her hand. As if by magic, Heather felt an uplifting sense of peace as an enchanting transformation began. The meadow around her started to shimmer and the oak tree seemed taller, its branches reaching beyond the earthly realm. Heather's heart filled with inexplicable joy as Peony whispered promises of tranquility, guiding her to a hidden path that led deeper into the mystical forest. As Heather followed the path, each step became a dance of harmony with the earth beneath her feet, and the trees whispered a melody that resonated with her spirit. Peony showed her secret nooks where sunlight dappled the forest floor, forming pools of warmth and light, where the world seemed to pause. In these moments, Heather found a profound peace, her senses heightened by the subtle fragrances of wild herbs and decayed leaves. Together, Heather and Peony journeyed through landscapes untouched by time, discovering streams of crystal clear waters and valleys of laughing daisies that swayed in joy. They found solace among ancient stones engraved with symbols of forgotten wisdom, places that held stories of eternal calm and clarity. As dusk settled in, painting the skies with tendrils of deep blue and gentle lavender, Heather understood the essence of tranquility in nature. Peony's gentle guidance showed her that serenity was not a distant dream, but a gift within reach. It was in the embrace of silence and the gentle rustle of leaves, in the sweet melody of the forest, and the harmonious dance of shadows. With Peony by her side, Heather returned to her village, her heart brimming with peace. The tranquility they found together remained a steadfast presence in Heather's soul, a beacon of comfort and reassurance. From that day forward, Heather shared the tranquility she learned with Peony among her neighbors, teaching them to listen to the whispers of their own hearts and the world around them. As the moon rose high, casting its silvery light upon the village, Heather knew that in tranquility, they would always find home. Good night, and may tomorrow greet you with light.